This is my first interview with Remington rapper D1
Alright,
Cornball.
give it up, everybody.
I have some questions prepared for you. Would you like the
Alright, give
interview
it
to
in.
start? My first question is, what would you say to like a random person who's hearing this album for the first time, has no idea who you are, just diving into it?
I'd say don't expect perfection because at the end of the day, I made this. I mean, I'm 14 now. I made the album when I was 13, but I think just like go into it with an open mind. If you don't like all of the songs, at least just try to yeah, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know, go into it with an open mind. Um, Try to dive deep into like lyrics and stuff because I have a lot of like secret double meanings that you probably wouldn't catch on like a first listen basis. So just like dive into that stuff and yeah.
Yeah. Um, my next question: which of these tracks were completed first and last, and what inspired both of them?
Okay, so the first track that was completed was All I Need. Now, actually, writing wise, I don't know. First track I think I wrote was honestly I think the first track I wrote was actually Glitter. I think that was the first song that I wrote all the lyrics to it and just like yeah, that's how I wrote Glitter first, but the first song I fully recorded was All I Need. My experience with All I Need was very much a humbling experience. I really thought recording was going to be the easiest part of it, which is why I saved recording for last in every single song. Recording took longer than writing, like way
Yeah.
longer. It took like multiple days because I was just such a perfectionist when it comes to recording. Like
Recording is
I'll
really
get a
hard.
take, it's near perfect, but it's not perfect, so I have to redo it and redo it. And ultimately, I think that made uh, you know, the output better, but it made the album take a lot longer to put out. So that's probably the main reason why the album did not come out when I said it was as first I had it January 19th, then I had it like December something, and then I had it at January 12th. So yeah,
Yeah.
but and then for the last song, "Gonna Be Alright," I mean that was by far the last song that was the last song I recorded and also wrote. And in my opinion, it's the best song. I think I really just focused on it. I got a brand new microphone for that song, which probably makes it sound the best. So yeah, that's my favorite song on the album and probably the best.
What do you think is do you think that's your, what was the inspiration behind that song?
Gonna be alright.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know inspiration, but like I kind of thought of it, like the opening couple lines. I kind of listened to Rick Ross's verse in "Devil in a New Dress," and I kind of like tried to go for that style and parts of it. And
Mm-hmm.
obviously I can't match that energy yet.
Yeah.
I'm not that level, but I kind of just thought of it that way, and I think that that's probably one of the main reasons why the verse, in my opinion, ended up pretty good.
It's interesting because to me, when I first heard it, I thought it sounded Nas inspired, especially because you were in your kind of Illmatic phase too. It very much sounded sort of inspired by like 90s Nas.
Honestly, yeah, I think I took certain parts of that. I mean, it depends, cause like I tried some different flows in that song. I mean, I wasn't like super different with all of them, but I tried some different things. But yeah, I could totally see where you get that '90s Nas inspiration from. I mean, I really liked "It Ain't Hard to Tell It." I mean, I still love it, but yeah, I was really listening to that song a lot then, so I probably took some inspiration from that, I guess. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. My next question is, what song is was the most personal to you?
Oh, I Love Life because I think of I Love Life. I Love Life is corny. Everyone knows that. That's
Yeah.
kind of like you know, D1
Doing
cornball,
cornball.
ha ha. But um, I Love Life. I kind of think of it as like a message to myself almost, because like yes, I'm trying to talk to like the viewer, the listener, but like I'm also kind of talking to myself because a lot of the stuff, and I Love Life. I should probably be taking my own advice.
Yeah.
It's like I Love Life. I kind of wish, because the truth is, I'm not really the person on I Love Life, but like I'm trying to be that. So I kind of think of that as like advice to myself as well, and I think that's what makes the verse kind of click well for me because I really relate to it, and like on both sides I relate to it.
Mhm. What would you say to people who think like, oh, you're cap rapping, so the music is bad, or you haven't experienced this, you shouldn't rap about it? I have my own
Okay,
opinions on this, but I'm curious on what you think.
I'm gonna actually. So there's this one Little Tekka interview where he really states it the best. At the end of the day, music is just storytelling. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's not doesn't have to be like. Let me give you. If you paint a really gory art picture, does that mean that you've lived through that art picture, or that you want to live it? No, you're just drawing it, and it's the same with music. You know, because music is art. At the end of the day, music is art. So I don't think it really matters if I'm tapping because at the end of the day, it's just a story. You know,
My favorite
it doesn't have to.
example is movies. Like, was James Cameron on the Titanic? No, but he wrote a movie about it.
That's actually a pretty good one. All right. Next question.
My next question is, how famous do you think you'll get in life? What do you think you will be your peak?
You know, that was an interesting question for someone like me because I have, unlike a lot of people who maybe start like when they're like 20. I'm 14 right now. I have long ways to go, but I also starting early, which probably gives me a good head start on people. You know, I'm confident. I'm naturally confident, a bit cocky. I think I'm gonna go far. Like, I think that I have. I'm not gonna say I will, but I think I have the talent, and I think I have the drive to become like a famous artist one day
Mm-hmm.
because it's my dream. You know, that's my dream in life. I want to become a rapper that everyone knows. I don't have to be a rapper. I want to be a singer. I want to just be an artist. You know,
Yeah.
that's my dream. That's like what I want. I want people to know me as that, not just like, you know, some normal kid. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's my dream.
Just like, oh yeah, that's Remy at the office shop.
Yeah,
Um,
that's Remy working at the construction store.
my next question for you is, what brand is your microwave?
What?
What brand is your microwave?
Hmm. What brand is my
This
microwave? That's
question
a
took a
good
lot of thought.
question. Really, really deep thinking there. Uh, my microwave brand is I don't use a microwave. I actually eat everything raw. Yep,
Ah,
yep, yep. You heard it here, folks. I eat all of my food raw. Never used a microwave once in my life yet. Never used
you swallow
heating at
eggs
all. I
like
don't
with
have.
the eggshell.
Yep, yep, definitely. Yep,
All right,
yep.
my final question and my personal favorite question is, how do you think this album has affected your life and how you go day to day and how people see you?
All right. So I mean, like I've already became kind of like okay, I'm not trying to brag, but I became kind of popular like in my school. You know, like I'll go even to like a sixth grader, seventh grader area, and they'll just randomly go like, "Yo, fire song! Yo, is that Remington?" And it's like whenever I say that, it just brings like a smile to my face because that's like, you know, I want that on a worldwide scale. Obviously, I'm not there yet, but it's a good start, and I'm honestly just like really happy that my album reached enough people to where I can get that experience because
When
I mean it's a huge dopamine rush.
when I put your face on my presentation about music, I heard someone yell, "Yo, Remy!" in the back of the class.
Um, not surprised, you know, I'm kind of just popular like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Before we end up, do you have anything you'd like to add?
Yes, I would because I'm also going to use this interview to talk about my new album coming out. I don't have a specific
Gasp!
date
I've
yet,
never
but
heard
it's known
about
as.
this. Surprised face.
Shut your bitch asses. I'm kidding. But Off Center Bullseye comes
Mm-hmm.
out probably sometime in May. I treat this as an album of. I think it's. I'm just gonna say it's gonna be that of the D1 cornball. You know, I already know this because I already have a lot of it done,
Hmm.
and I really think I'm trying to. I'm gonna give you a little basic blueprint. The first four tracks are kind of similar to my D1 cornball style stuff, like kind of like you know, hood, ghetto, all that stuff. But my final four tracks tend to actually be much more personal and much more lighthearted. So they're not going to be, and also between no swearing in the final four tracks. So,
Really?
you know, for all the people who wanted a clean version of D1 Cornball, but I never really gave it to you, that one's for you. The clean version of D1 Cornball will probably come out someday. I just don't know when. I have the tracks done. I'm just kind of lazy.
Yeah.
All right.
Good. All right. Thank you for being here.